In the Swiss Alps, at an altitude of 5,100 feet, Davos is the highest town in Europe. The World Economic Forum says it picked the Alpine hideaway, about 100 miles south of Zurich, because it was the ideal retreat to get away from all the trappings of daily reality. Another benefit, in 1971, when the meeting was started by German economics professor Klaus Schwab, the town of Davos had recently built a big conference center. It didn't hurt that CEOs and political leaders could also hobnob on the ski slopes. The World Economic Forum styles itself as an independent, nonprofit organization, but it's also big business. Davos is all about access, and in true capitalist form, the more you pay, the more access you get, with your status determined by the color of your badge. Journalists and activists get in for free, but for everyone else who wants to be part of the elite Davos club, fees range from the tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Companies like Salesforce and Meta spend hundreds of thousands more to set up buildings on the promenade, where leaders schmooze potential clients and the media, sometimes at lavish late-night parties. That schmooze is key, how paying participants get a return on their six-figure investments. Musician will.i.am, primatologist Jane Goodall, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, Alphabet CFO Ruth Porat, ECB President Christine Lagarde. In theory, we could strike up a conversation in the line for coffee with any of these folks this year. Networking aside, WEF says the point of Davos is to embrace the principle of stakeholder capitalism, the idea that businesses should serve all stakeholders, that is, employees, customers, and the public as a whole, and not just shareholders. Davos comes under regular criticism, in part for the gulf between how its participants see themselves and that mission, and how the rest of the world, the other 99.99%, sees it and them. WEF touts the real change it says it is catalyzed, from increased global coordination on attacking air pollution to the pivotal 1992 speech by South African President F.W. de Klerk together with Nelson Mandela. It's unclear whether its more recent dramatic moments, like Greta Thunberg urging participants in 2020 to act urgently on climate change, yielded equally dramatic results. You can't escape the optics of billionaires flying in on their gas-guzzling private jets. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon reportedly called Davos a place where, quote, billionaires tell millionaires what the middle class feels.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over, like an hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him. And and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.